3, 2, 1, go!
Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Randy Vasquez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe. It's an infield single to start the ball game. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now up for Washington, James Wood. And it's even up. Runner at first with no outs here. That's down and in.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a...
There's a swing and a drive. See you later. His second home run of the series, and they jump out front. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one hammered. That's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. And down on strikes he goes. One away.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Josh Bell at the plate now. That's inside. 3-1 now.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Merrill brings it in. That's out number 2. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Cronenworth makes the grab, and that is that. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run homer, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in San Diego, And today's starting pitcher, Mike Soroka. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
In the air, right field. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
So, man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. On the ground to the left, Abrams. Fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Hit in the air, center field. Young sizing this one up, nabs it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Luis. Oh, Ryan.
Luis Ariz stands in. 2 outs with a runner at third. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. House makes the play, and that is that. Padres with the run scoring double, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second, up now for Washington, Dalen Lyle. 3-2 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Tatis makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 8th, the catcher, K-Birds.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. 1 out, bases empty. And now, Jacob Young. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Merrill settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Nationals, the shortstop.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Gets to it with a slide. Goes to second with it. Nicely done for the out. So one hit is all they get. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres 1. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Xander Bogaerts, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Bogaerts swings through that one.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Lined into right. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Tyler.
Now batting Tyler Wade. 2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Let's go, Tyler. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres 1. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now here is James Wood. Out to short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And now it's Luis Garcia.
The second baseman, Luis Garcia.
1 down, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one ripped. And forget it. He leaves the yard to right. That's his 50th career homer, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
1 down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Outside Lowe, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Tatis sizes this one up. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now
2 outs, base is empty. Josh Bell digging in for the Nationals. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Petco Park, Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Martin Maldonado.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air, right side of the infield. Bell should have this one. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 2-2 now. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And a foul ball. Merrill off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 left for San Diego, and they still trail it here 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now up for Washington, Brady House. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tatis puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Dalen Lyle digs in now.
Right fielder, Dalen Lyle.
The 1-1. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Next to hit for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz. Bounce to the right side, Sheets. As the pitcher brings it in for the out, and the runner advances to second.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And now they have runners at the corners. Here's C.J. Abrams now. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper. New pitcher now, number 66.
Number 66.
So at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And now James Wood. That's ripped. Base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 5-1.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So 2 on with 2 away. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the back here in San Diego. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now it's the DH. Luis Arias. Going to count 1 and 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Next for the Padres, Gavin Sheets.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony
now this ball splits the gap in right center. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And that one popped in the air left field. Wood makes the grab. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Wood squeezes it, and that is that. Padres leave 1. They're down here 5-1. And we're back. And now the DH, Nathaniel Lowe. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
The first baseman,
man at first,
19,
and here is Josh Bell. And that one in the air center field. 1 away. So man aboard. Up now for Washington, Brady House. Low over at first with 1 away. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs. Swings through that.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center, and it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Up next for Washington.
And the batter now, Keibert Ruiz. The 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Low around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. It's 6-1.
Picks himself up at RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Jacob Young getting ready to hit. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But the RBI single. Back here at Petco Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Tyler Wade. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado. Ground ball up the middle. Abrams tosses to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Batting, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
So the batting order turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. The next up for the Padres. 2 down, nobody on. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Wood on the move to the alley. Brings it in. And that's the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Yuki Matsui.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Bullpen action for the Padres. Nick Pivetta appears to be getting loose. Kolek also getting ready. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Maldonado to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
James Wood the next to hit. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Wood scores. It's 7-1.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Got him swinging. Here's Josh Bell.
First baseman, number 19, Josh Bell.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Wade moving under it. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Nationals 7 and the Padres 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Next offering in there for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This ball's chopped on the ground. Abrams tosses to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Machado. The Nationals up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. On the ground, and that's just foul. On the ground, out to short. Abrams sends it across to first. Machado is out.
Now batting, the designated
and next is the
hitter,
designated hitter, Luis Arias.
Arias.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Padres down in order. They're down 7-1. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
Lyle.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dalen Lyle. And now the count is even.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Two outs. High chopper to third. Machado throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7. And it's time to stretch. It's the back here in San Diego. Bottom of the 7th. Leading off, Gavin Sheets. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. That one felt good. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Soroka winds and deals. Hit in the air, left field. Wood puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Tyler Wade, the next up for the Padres. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Major League.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Nick Pivetta.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
So digging in, Jacob Young. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And now 1 and 2. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 out now. And now C.J. Abrams. 1 down, base is empty. That one ripped right center field. And out of here. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they add on. It's 8-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now the left fielder, James Wood. Next offering is in for a strike. Now fly ball to right center. Tatis sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Garcia.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado.
Here's a 1-1. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. That's out to center field. Young under this one. And makes the grab. 2 away.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And that one popped to short. Abrams corrals it, and that will end the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 8 and the Padres 2. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Merrill pulls it down, and there's 1 down. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one is back. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-2. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound. Steven Kolick on to pitch here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 strikes.
Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. And now the right fielder, Dalen Lyle.
Ball 2.
House, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the catcher to hit, Keibert Ruiz. Up the middle, Cronenworth. Handles, throws to first, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. And it's now a 9-2 ball game.
Now pitching for
back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Number 48.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. You still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. That one hit to right, and it falls. And a good start to the inning. Now at the plate, Luis Arias. Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops into the glove. 1 down. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. And a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And a dangerous hitter comes. Bogart's retired. Last chance for the Padres. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And there's a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Wood flying after this one. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.